Hello, 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 everyone. This is Sean 71886. Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. Well, that's all she wrote. The Houston Texans had defeated the LA Chargers 20-16, improving the Texans' record to 11-5, while the Chargers dropped to 11-5. Really makes you think, doesn't it? Both teams now have the same record. But here's something that's interesting, though. But due to the fact that the Chargers lost, that means the Denver Broncos clinched the AFC West title for the first time since 2015. And not only that, because the Houston Texans won, they clinched a playoff spot. So now these guys are in the playoffs. But unfortunately, the Indianapolis Colts have been systematically eliminated from the playoffs. Equivalent exchange. To obtain something of equal value must be lost. That was right in a row. But yeah, this has been a pretty dang good game, though. I mean, look at the Chargers. I mean, the Chargers might be pissed off about it, but they can look on the bright side. At least they're not. At least it wasn't a blowout. They only lost by 4 points. So, get your place. Let's get to the stats. C.J. Stroud completed 16 of his 28 passes for 244 yards, got 2 touchdowns, threw 2 interceptions, was never sacked, and got a QBR rating of 80.1. Justin Herbert completed 21 of his 32 passes for 236 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, was sacked 5 times, got a QBR rating of 84.9. Marks had 19 carries for 71 yards, Jordan had 8 carries for 36 yards, Hutchinson had 1 carry for 8 yards, Noel had 1 carry for 2 yards, Nick Chubb had 1 carry for 1 yard, and C.J. Stroud, he got 4 carries but got no yards. How? Justin Herbert had 6 carries for 37 yards. Omarion Hampton had 14 carries for 29 yards and a touchdown. Trey Harris had 1 carry for 7 yards. And Janet Patterson had 1 carry for 1 yard. Jaden Higgins had 2 receptions for 88 yards, 1 touchdown. Nico Collins had 3 carries for 57 yards. Nayland Norwood had 3 receptions for 54 yards, 1 touchdown. Hudson had 2 receptions for 21 yards. Schultz had 3 receptions for 19 yards. Marks had 1 reception for 4 yards. And Kristen Kirk had 2 receptions for 1 yard. Quentin Johnson had 5 receptions for 98 yards. Gadsden II had 3 receptions for 32 yards, 1 touchdown. McConkey had 1 reception for 31 yards. Hampton had 8 receptions for 31 yards. Disley had 2 receptions for 19 yards. I had 1 reception for 17 yards. Trey Harris had 1 reception for 8 yards. And Lambert Smith, well, he was just there. He was a nerd. Yeah, Houston dominated in the yards department. Houston had 362 total yards, while LA had 275 in total yards. Houston had 244 passing yards to LA's 201 passing yards. Houston had 118 rushing yards to the Chargers' 74 rushing yards. Houston had 5.8 yards per play to LA's 4.7 yards per play. Both teams had the same number of first downs, 16 first down apiece. Houston was 3-11 on 3rd down, while the Chargers were 6-15 on 3rd down. And neither team didn't go for 4th down. Wow, it's like their coaches are actually don't want to take a gamble. Can't say I blame them, though. Houston had ran a total of 62 plays, while the Chargers ran a total of 59 plays. Chargers allowed 5 sacks. Houston allowed 0 sacks. You see, that right there is why every team needs to focus and invest in their O-line. Because you get that number of sacks for that. 0. Chargers punted the rock 7 times, while the Houston punted the rock 5 times. Houston racked up 8 penalties that cost them 70 yards, while the Chargers racked up 3 penalties that cost them 25 yards. Neither team lost a fumble. Houston threw 2 interceptions, while the Chargers threw 1 interception. Houston had dominated the time of possession with 30-21 to the Chargers 29-39. Houston had barely beat the Chargers in tackles by 1. Houston 32, Chargers 31. Houston was 2-2 on field goals, while the Chargers were 1-2 on field goals. Houston didn't manage to make it in, didn't have no stats in the red zone. They were 0-0 in the red zone, while the Chargers were 2-5 in the red zone. So this was a much needed win for the Houston Texans, and I'm pretty sure that they're happy that they finally got into the playoffs. So yeah, this actually was good because they can finally they got into the playoffs. And as for the Chargers, even though this loss sting, well, I mean, a 4-point loss is sting, they got nothing to worry about. I mean, after all, they still managed to get into they still in the playoffs. So, you know the old saying, better to lose now than in the playoffs. Because remember, everyone, in the playoffs, 1 loss, your season's done, baby. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. As unfortunately for the Colts, they are now officially eliminated for the playoffs. Now let's take a look at the playoff picture for right now for the AFC. Here are your updated playoff pictures. The Denver Broncos hold the number 1 seed. Patriots hold the number 2 seed. Jaguars hold the number 3 seed. Bills hold the number 5 seed. Texans now hold the number 6 seed. Chargers now hold the number 7 seed. That means that the only 2 teams that still haven't clinched a playoff spot, which is only 1 available, will be the Steelers and the Baltimore Steelers, who currently hold the AFC North, currently hold the NFC North temporarily. They didn't clinch it yet, and the Baltimore Ravens, who are currently playing now against the Green Bay Packers. Let's remember, everyone. Let's remember. If the Ravens lose tonight, they will be eliminated from the playoffs, and the Steelers clinch the AFC North title. So this is a game the Ravens can't afford to lose. And trust me, yours truly will definitely be back here to talk about the recap of this game. But knowing the Steelers, they are praying to the football gods and Green Bay that the Ravens lose so they clinch the AFC North. Because worst case scenario, Ravens win tonight, and then tomorrow Steelers lose to the Browns. That means that both of these 2 teams will have a do or die game against each other in week 18. I know it, you know it, they know it, and they don't want that shit to happen. They want Green Bay to put the Ravens down tonight. Cause just in case, it's called an insurance policy. But that's all I gotta say for right now. But let me know what y'all think on this, okay? As always, be sure to leave a comment, like this video, subscribe to the channel, click notification bell to an update, share with friends, share with neighbors, share with others, and that's about it. And don't forget to hype up this video. I would really like you to give me some hypes, Until next time, this is Shaw 71986 signing off. Thank you for watching this video. Really means a lot. I'll see you in the next one, and I'll catch you later. But before I say goodbye, I want to say congratulations to the Houston Texans for clinching a playoff spot, and I want to congratulate the Denver Broncos for clinching the AFC West title. First time? I mean, heck, I bet you they're happy. First time clinching that title since 2015. Took y'all 10 years, but hey, you finally got it. So, congratulations. Until then, good night. Man, the Colts out of it, though. Dang gummit.